Mr. Howe. President Obama reaffirmed his commitment to renewable fuels and energy security in his address to Congress last week. And while there are tremendous opportunity for ethanol production from biomass, we are not there yet. So can you talk to us about, given the present economic situation that we're in, what will it take to get cellulosic ethanol to the marketplace?
Madam Chair, I believe the key step that we have to take is to achieve some successful, I would call proto-commercial facilities. That is full commercial scale, first of a kind. These projects have not been built at commercial scale yet in this country. Our company has undertaken a significant private investment of $80 million to demonstrate a demonstration scale that's about, on a log chart, halfway from pilot to commercial. That was a major commitment that we made with our own shareholder funds. But to get to full commercial scale, which we believe is in the range of 30 to 40 million gallons per year, we're talking investments of $200 to $300 million. If we can achieve success, I think we can't have a half-hearted approach. We need to decide we're going to make a full commitment to a handful of proto-commercial facilities, establish the track record of reliability, identify what the problems are, and then I'm confident as the economy returns, private lenders will be able to step in and help the scale up.
With the new provisions that are in place in the Farm Bill, how long will it take before we can achieve full-scale commercialization?
Well, as I think about the Farm Bill, I think of three provisions that were especially important. There is a cellulosic ethanol producer tax credit of $1.01 per gallon. Very helpful. Unfortunately, it expires in 2012. And given the time frame, that's really not going to be an effective inducement for new capital investment. So I would recommend that expiration date be extended for 5-6 years, for example, to really provide an incentive to attract some new investment. A second program that I think offers tremendous promise is the Biomass Crop Assistance Program. This will provide an inducement for agricultural producers, growers, landowners, who are by and large a fairly conservative lot. They may not want to move away from existing growing programs where they have subsidies, insurance programs, into a brave new world where those programs don't exist. So we need to get the BCAP program up and moving. I know there has been some concern about it, requests for an environmental impact statement that could delay it. Again, I think we need to make a commitment to do this at some significant scale. The third is the loan guarantee program, which the USDA is putting in place. And that program needs to be funded robustly, and the rules need to be looked at in order to make it feasible for private lenders to get behind projects.
Thank you, Mr. Howe. Mr. Kimple, you mentioned the immediate need for financing to cover daily operating expenses. As part of the economic recovery bill, this committee created a stabilization program to address those challenges. And that initiative will allow small firms to take interest-free loans, thus helping the businesses that you talk about weather the recession and pay down existing debt. Would you agree that this kind of program will be useful for the ethanol industry?
Yes, absolutely it would. But while we are still considered small business, the scale of our business is mammoth. To build a 100 million gallon ethanol plant today, if anyone would build an ethanol plant today, is probably someplace in the neighborhood of $200 to $250 million. Operating cost today in our industry is probably someplace between $300 to $400 million dollars. So the numbers are absolutely massive. We also have, as John had referred to here, the availability of loan guarantees. One of the interesting things about loan guarantees at 65 or 75 or 80% is that you can't even get a bank to look at you unless you have somehow 100%. So even areas that have the capacity to take advantage of loan guarantees are going untapped simply because nobody will loan anybody anything.
Well, I guess that we need to talk to some of the banks who are taking TARP money and see if they would be willing,
Yes.
since those loans are guaranteed by 65 to 70% in the case of USDA, and it went up from 85 to 90% under SBA. I guess that we need to bring the banks to talk to us and see what else it will take.